Hi guys and welcome to Bomb Anime.
It's your girl Ruka.
And Big Boy Sama here, bringing you another episode of Burning Kabaddi.
So finally the captain is here and me and Big Boy Sama have very differing opinions on this captain.
We have different opinions on the whole episode as it seems. Bob, your face was screwed up and like you were bare vexed. And I'm there going, yeah, get him, Cap, get him.
Okay, it's not that the captain is back. What really irritated me about this episode is that this whole way I have been really enjoying how they have been slowly explaining kabaddi to us and adding the layers of the sport so that everybody understands exactly what it entails. And also, it's a completely different way of teaching. Like, usually when you're learning something new, a lot of things are thrown at you and you've got to kind of remember as much as you can and you keep messing up. But I've never seen like a sport taught in this way and I just thought it was so cool and mostly realistic. And then we've got this weak, sickly, hospitalized guy who is suddenly God on the kabaddi court, and it's just like, what the hell are you doing? Like, he's all of a sudden God. Like, you've been acting quite realistic this whole way and then we've got demigod here.
You just demoted him from God to demigod, you know that, right? The captain is clearly gifted and he's been learning and doing kabaddi for 10 years at least, yeah? And he's figured out a way to move in such a way that he's not detected. And to be honest, I was here for the Uchiha Madara vibes, you know, that whole genjutsu he put everyone in.
No! No! My guy can't even softly jog without falling all over the place. And then he has to be held by yoigoshi because he's dropping all over the place. He has to be carried to a bench, given water, dropping all over the goddamn place. And then all of a sudden, after that, he doesn't need to rest. No. He doesn't need to sit his ass down somewhere and rest. He goes straight from the hospital, drops all over the place, and then goes to the karate court and mugs everybody off.
That's why he's the captain.
No.
Look, listen, the way that this show has been teaching me that everyone who plays kabaddi comes from different walks of life has been true to the script. Look, you've got a really strong sort of, I don't know, I'm just going to call him a Buddhist monk in Azumichi Soma, which is still a bad boy name. You've got like Date, who is like a baseball muscle dude. We did the breakdown of the characters already. You know who they are, but they're all very different. And so is the captain. The captain is mad different, completely different to the strengths of the team without him. And that's why he is part of the team. He's that wild card that you need. The guy who can't be sensed, the guy who moves off balance, not a solid rock or a flowing river. He's more like lava, and that's why he hot.
I can't do this. It's just too night and day. Like, the two things are just too far away from each other for me to go along with this. It's like two separate characters and they just squish them together. Like, I mean, I get what they're trying to do and say, like, you know, just based on how someone is and how they look, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're useless or anything like that. But the difference is just too far apart, too ridiculous. How can my man say kabaddi when he can't even stand up on his own? He just came out of hospital. No, come on, man. Look. Are we really doing this?
Ruka is so mad right now that she hasn't even mentioned the captain's name. Every character that we have mentioned in this show has come from her voice. And unfortunately, it's funny as hell.
It's not funny.
Look, I enjoyed the show. The episode was sick.
I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I hated it.
What's his name, Ruka?
Masato
Ojo.
Or Masato.
Ojo, right?
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Look.
Ojo Dansho.
They just, it's just too much of a leap. And I feel like I'm being a bit of a because when we were doing I'm Standing on a Million Lives, I was pissed off at the weak character not improving, but I was expecting steady improvements, not magic, because that's what it feels like here. It feels like we've got an anime set in the real world with no magic, and then we just got magic guy. Like, what the hell? No, I don't like it. However, I do like his abilities. I do like the way he moves on the court and stuff like that. I just do not like how far apart these two things are and how unbelievable it is for that to be in existence. It's just not, okay, it's an anime. I'm not expecting everything to be completely realistic, but Jesus Christ, can we not have it like in proportion to the rest of the anime? That is my problem. It is not even in proportion to the rest of the goddamn anime. And no, I'm mad.
I finally get to speak then, innit? So basically, yeah, Ruka's upset that Genjutsu is in kabaddi. Look,
it doesn't belong here.
Are you mad? Every episode has been a struggle. It's been sick. It does belong here. There needs to be something that distinguishes him from all the other players.
For what?
Because he's the captain.
He could have just, they didn't have to make it, do you know what? We're not going to agree on this. We're not going to agree on this. His personality, his abilities are night and day. It's oh my god. You're just enjoying me being this man. I'm moving on to Date.
If you say so.
So
why you face vexed?
We had another moment of Date talking about his baseball background, just like we had last week. You were speaking about it last week. And we actually got to see his room and how decorated he was as a baseball player. He's got stuff everywhere. Like, he seemed to be really, really good. So I'm actually wondering what made Date change from baseball, since he was really awesome at it and he hasn't seemed to show any like negativity towards baseball that I can remember. I haven't seen any like negative feelings towards baseball. So what made him switch sports? The sports seem so far apart from each other. Well, baseball is not contact at all.
I think I've got an answer for that, to be honest. Look, I feel like the writers are pushing us towards a really strong bond between Date and yoigoshi, because he knew he needed to learn something and he went to Date first because of his physical results. And Date already said, it's probably similar to me. I had a decorated baseball career, you had a football career. Do you get what I mean? So they both got the same sort of work ethic and mindset. They just do different things. So I'm thinking it's a case of the way that yoigoshi started hating sport as a whole, which was really, in my opinion, absurd. You don't hate all sports because one sport done you. Do you get what I mean? But
no, he clarified that last week, and he said it's really that he wanted friends.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is, initially, before he actually articulated, it made no sense. But then, obviously, when he clarified it, whatever. What I'm thinking is that Date came from the same sort of realization that it's not sporty enough for him. Because like baseball, you're kind of alone. It's not really a team sport. Unlike football, where it's a team sport. Baseball, you hit the ball or you catch the ball, and then you all celebrate.
That's seriously oversimplified, but okay.
And then you all celebrate. It's similar to cricket, that kind of stuff. Like, you're a team because you're on the same side, but you're just a bunch of moving parts. And kabaddi is similar to that, but you're actually a team at the same time. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like Date probably needed more of that. I want to be a moving part, but have a team at the same time. That's where I think he went with that.
Fair enough. Well, I'm hoping that we find out from Date's actual mouth what it was that changed his mind about his sport. Also, I kind of feel like it's Masato. I think that he is out here collecting people. We saw him with Azamichi. He went out into the wilderness. What was he doing out in the wilderness? Because he wasn't climbing mountains. What was he doing out there?
You don't like him, huh?
No. It's not that. It's what I'm saying is, he has no reason to be out in the mountains.
Man wanted fish, fam.
Shut up. Shut up. Okay, shut up, big boy mask. he's obviously out here scouting for players. We've seen him on the phone talking to, I can't even remember who he was. I think it was Ida. He speaks to Ida on the phone, asking about, have you got any new players? So he seems to be the kind of person that sees talent in other people, and he collects them. He doesn't go for what people would usually go for. People would usually do tryouts. You pick whoever from the best. He's actually going out there hunting, scouting people from unknown places. Also, it shows that his mind is smart enough to understand that if you're out there in the countryside,
you're strong.
You are going to have to be doing a lot of heavy lifting. Everything is on you. There are no supermarkets. So your physical strength is probably just going to be naturally better than everybody else's. I don't know what kind of teenager has the amount of time on their hands to be able to go out there and do things like this.
You're trying to bring the reality back into it, yeah. You're trying to
I'm nitpicking on purpose. No, I'm messing. I think that he's probably scouted every individual person. He probably actually went out there to Date and convinced him to join kabaddi from his actual baseball club. He, I think, was also the reason why they went for yoigoshi as well. I think he's definitely the mastermind. The way that everybody else looks up to him so much is telling me that there is so much more to this guy's character. I do like his beast mode.
Basically, he's not husbando material, but you do respect him as a captain who's a puppet master Geppetto guy.
With those bags under his eyes.
Jeez. That's very superficial of you. Don't you think that it's his personality that counts and not the way he looks?
Really?
No.
And what do you like about the people in Rent-A-Girlfriend, their personalities?
I like Ruka.
Is it their...
I like Ruka. I think Ruka's fit. Fam, have you seen Ruka though? She's gorgeous, man. Oh my days. Yeah, that shut you up, innit?
Oh my god.
Masato Ojo! That's my guy. Do you know what? Masato is my guy, and it's nothing to do with the show. It's the fact that it made Ruka annoyed and it made me laugh. And I'm there for it. I'm here for it. I'm willing to watch the next episode just to see what else he can do to piss this girl off.
No, I'm not going to keep harping on about it, maybe. Thanks for listening. Let us know what you actually think in the comments. Did you enjoy this episode? Do you think that his sickly, ill, just got out of the hospital self should be able to do this on the court? Do you care? Let us know.
And guys, did you find it enjoyable hearing Ruka be pissed off? Like, literally. Let me know on Instagram. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Peace.